A reading on schizophrenia, part 1. We'll start with the definition as written by the Mayo Clinic staff. Paranoid schizophrenia is one of several types of schizophrenia, a chronic mental illness in which a person loses touch with reality. Oh God, it's a kind of psychosis? Oh man, I'm screwed. The classic features of paranoid schizophrenia are having delusions and hearing things that aren't real. With paranoid schizophrenia, your ability to think and function in daily life may be better than with other types of schizophrenia. You may not have as many problems with memory, concentration, or dulled emotions. Looks like I got the bad end of the spectrum. Still, paranoid schizophrenia is a serious lifelong condition that can lead to many complications, including suicidal behavior. With effective treatment, you can manage the symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia and work towards leading a happier, healthier life. Bullshit. I do not do drugs. Others might, but I don't. Symptoms. Signs and symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia may include auditory hallucinations such as hearing voices. I haven't gotten that yet. Delusions such as believing a coworker wants to poison you. Haven't gotten that yet. Anxiety. Oh, that's just one example. Maybe I have gotten that. Anxiety. We have that. Anger. We have that, though I have a right to be angry. I think anybody, mentally ill or not, would get angry about the crap that these people are putting me through. Emotional distance. Not good. Violence. Argumentativeness, however you say it. Self-importance or condensing manner. I don't have that yet, thank God. Suicidal thoughts and behavior. We have that. In paranoid schizophrenia, a common delusion is that you're being singled out for harm, which I am. For instance, you may believe that a government is monitoring your every move you make, or a coworker is poisoning your lunch. You may also have delusions of grandeur. Oh, thank God I don't. Believe that you can fly, which I know I can't now with this leg. That you're famous. No, I ain't. That you have a relationship with a famous person, for example. Well, that one I do. Well, actually, that doesn't count because she ain't famous anymore. You hold on to these false beliefs despite evidence of the contrary. Delusions can result in aggression or violence if you believe you must act in self-defense against those who want to harm you. I may have to if the ones that want to harm me don't let up. Auditory hallucinations. An auditory hallucination is the perception of sound, usually voices, that no one else hears. The sound may be single voice or many voices. Voices may talk to you or each other. The voices are usually unpleasant. They make ongoing criticisms of what you're thinking or doing, or make cruel comments about your real or imagined faults. Voices also command you to do things that can be harmful to yourself or others. When you have paranoid schizophrenia, these voices seem real. You may talk or shout at the voices. I don't have that. Thank God. When to see a doctor. If you have any paranoid schizophrenia symptoms, seek medical help as soon as possible, which I did. Paranoid schizophrenia doesn't get better on its own. It may be worse without treatment. I ain't having treatment. However, if you're like most people with paranoid schizophrenia, may not recognize that you need help or even have the symptoms. This is because delusions or hallucinations seem very real to you. Family and friends or people at work or school may be the ones that initially suggest you seek help. Well, maybe it's a false diagnosis, since it wasn't a friend or a family that asked me to seek help. It was a trio of cyberbullies that will not leave me alone. So maybe Rosie and them are right, and I don't. But then the doctor said okay, right now I don't trust my doctor. She says I have paranoid schizophrenia, and I recognize some of the symptoms, but it sounds like I don't, because it says family and friends or people at work or school may be the ones that initially suggest you get help, and that wasn't my case. Family didn't ask, and friends didn't ask, and people that were not working or going to school. But family and friends didn't ask. It was Heather and Misty and Mike, and they're not family or friends. They're bullies, and they're horrible people. Maybe this is another one of their tricks. Getting treatment from a mental health provider with experience in schizophrenia can help you learn ways to manage your symptoms so that you have the best chance of leading a productive and happy life. If you're not ready to seek treatment, try to work up the courage to confide in someone, whether a friend or loved one, a healthcare professional, a faith leader, or someone else you trust. They can help you take the first steps to successful treatment. I ain't getting treatment. Sounds like they're the ones with the problem, not me. Helping someone who has paranoid schizophrenia. If you have a loved one you think may have symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia, have an open and honest discussion about your concerns. You may not be able to force someone to seek mental professional help, but you can offer encouragement and support and help your loved one find a qualified doctor or mental health provider. Yuck. The loved one poses a danger to himself or herself or to someone else. You may need to call for help. Some cases, emergency hospitalization may be needed. That's what I went through last week. Suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts and behaviors are common when you have paranoid schizophrenia. If you consider suicide right now and have the means available, talk to someone now. Call 911, your local emergency service number. I think it would be better off if I didn't. I just went ahead and got the guts to kill myself. If you simply don't want to do that for whatever reason, you have other choices for reaching out to someone. Contact a family member or friend, which I don't have. Contact a doctor, mental health provider, or other healthcare professional, which I can't trust right now because they say I have it. But I'm starting to wonder if they're telling me the truth. Contact a minister, spiritual leader, or someone in your faith community. Go to your local hospital emergency room. Call a crisis center or hotline. Bunch of do-gooders. This is some pretty scary stuff. Let's go to the wiki. This is some pretty scary stuff. I don't think this is real or true. I think it's just another one of their tricks. There's just no way in hell they must have bribed the doctor somehow. There is just no way I have schizophrenia. No way in hell. I do have a crappy webcam though. There's just no way in hell I have schizophrenia. Heather and Misty and they must have bribed the doctor somehow. There's just no way I have it. No way. I mean, I recognize some of the symptoms, but they said it's family or friends that tell you to get help, and the only ones that told me to get help were a trio of bullies. They want to cause me harm. They must have bribed the doctor somehow. I'm going to have to find a new doctor and get retested. Not another MRI. God. This never ends. Somehow they must have gotten to the doctor and bribed them to tell me I have schizophrenia.